place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
The fight between Goku and Bergamo was very similar to the fight that Goku had with Android 20 and Android 19, as well as when Goku was facing Babidi's henchman, and there was this one, I believe his name was Yakon, I'm not exactly 100% sure, but he was sucking up all of Goku's energy. So it's a very, very similar fight to that, but it had the difference where this guy, Bergamo, where if he got hurt, if he got hit by Goku, he would increase in size, gain strength, and be able to use essentially Goku's power against him. But in the end, when it came to God, he could absorb all of Goku's normal power from Super Saiyan to regular form, normal form. But when it came to God Ki, he could not absorb the Kamehameha, and so it shorted him out. And then he wasn't able to fight anymore. And so that's probably the least interesting thing that happened in this episode. The fight itself was alright. It was pretty interesting. I mean, like I said, Goku seems to be put up against some of these guys that just can absorb his energy. And so it was left to being not that as interesting as I would have thought. But the fighting was alright, and the animation was actually pretty good. I don't know what they're doing. They're paying their animators more, or they're finding quality animators. They're not letting episodes be done by rookies anymore, but the animation is definitely on par with some of the best that Dragon Ball Super has had to offer. So that's extremely interesting. And as soon as the episode started, it started like you wanted to see this match right off the bat. But what was even more interesting, and something that I actually had forgotten, was that from the leaks that we had, was that Bergamo actually tries to get the other universes on his side. And so he essentially makes Goku out to be the bad guy, makes Goku out to be evil. And there's something, it's not like I love Goku to death as a character, but there's something off about him. It's like we've never seen him in this situation where his need for fighting has a direct link to the destruction, I guess, and then him being called out on it. Almost like he's being cornered. And in this episode, there was a lot of that. The universe has definitely sided with Bergamo. I like that we got to see a lot of the other universes kind of discussing these situations with each other. And we even got to hear Vermouth's the clown God of Destruction's voice for the first time, which I'm hoping the English voice is a little bit more clownish-ish, a little bit. I don't know, like a clown, but they sided with him, and he's absolutely right. All that Bergamo said was completely right. Yeah, Goku, he is essentially the villain of this arc. I've made a video about this a little while ago, and people were like, nah, he's not a villain. He just did this, and just his love of fighting, blah 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 blah. And he said that we're gonna destroy the universe anyway. But no, essentially to the other universes, at least the ones that are competing and are at risk of being destroyed, especially Universe 9. He's the villain. He's the one that, and he's even more the villain because Bergamo essentially gave him an out. If Goku, the High Priest basically said if he doesn't fight at his full strength, if he holds back because he wants to, Bergamo to win, then all of the universes will be destroyed. So that's kind of on his shoulders too. But he could have really not gone into Super Saiyan Blue. And then some people might say, well, Omni King knew about Super Saiyan Blue. He'd be like, why aren't you going to Super Saiyan Blue? And I guess his opponent really wasn't that strong. And I don't understand why the fighting in the intro looked like it was different when he was fighting this guy. It was like he was whooping his butt, but he wasn't increasing in size or anything like that. So I don't know exactly what was going on there. But, they gave him a pretty easy fight. And so I guess maybe at that level, you could tell that, Goku, you could tell if Goku was going to pull out, and I guess the Omni King knew. And maybe this is setting it up where Goku is going to, at some point at the end of the tournament, ask the Omni King, like, hey, don't destroy the universes. And maybe that will happen. We don't know. But essentially, Goku is at fault now because now he beat Bergamo, and he is even claimed to be the bad guy. He taunts the other universes. He even kind of is happy, or gleeful at the prospect of being labeled a villain by Toppo. And I mean, I guess Goku has, even Dragon Ball Z, he wanted to pass off this sort of hero title that he kind of inherited, even though he's not really a hero, he's just a fighter. He wanted to pass it off to like the other Z fighters like Gohan or something, but he never was able to, and now kind of, I guess maybe he can, but he should be wary because he literally just fought a version of himself that was actually evil. Like, and that version of himself only could destroy the inhabitants of one planet, and I guess the Kais of that universe, and in so doing the god of destruction, but still. And so Toppo essentially gets on the stage and gets on the arena and challenges Goku at the end of this episode. So the next episode is Goku versus Toppo, and it looks like in even the preview that Goku's gonna go Super Saiyan Blue again with Toppo, and Toppo is going to be all nervous and stuff like that. Essentially, he looked nervous about fighting it, so maybe Goku is stronger than Toppo on this, and I was kind of hoping that Toppo was pretty powerful, and honestly didn't want to see his skills right off the bat, but maybe he's not the strongest fighter that they have. Maybe this alien guy that we see in the intro, maybe he's the strongest fighter, who knows. But basically he claims that he's for justice, he claims that Goku is a villain, and he did some poses, and I honestly hate the poses that both Saiyaman and Ginyu Force have used, but in this case they weren't as pronounced. They were kind of little poses, so and they're signature to Dragon Ball and maybe Pokemon a little bit with Team Rocket. So I'll let it slide. I'm hoping the rest of the fighters, especially the alien one that looks really cool, he doesn't do like a whole bunch of Ginyu poses. Hopefully that's not the case. And then we got one last little tidbit that I wanted to comment on here. The fight is going to be a battle royale. Everyone's going to fight. All the fighters from all the universes that are competing are going to have a battle royale. Whoever finishes after 48 minutes, whoever's left standing, is the winner. I didn't catch whether if you aren't able to fight anymore in the arena, if you lose, I think you have to be kicked out of the arena to be able to lose, but you guys might want to check me on that. But yeah, so this is going to be a battle royale, and that's going to be crazy. I thought it was going to be at least 3v3 matches, but I mean, and I would have preferred that honestly, because I want to see some matches, some really cool matches. But this is interesting because we've never seen this at all before, and so I'm actually pretty excited for this. And it also kind of signifies that this is going to be not a very, very extremely long arc. It's going to be a pretty decently long arc, maybe as long, because it could have been really, really long if they would have done it the conventional way, but it's probably going to be as long as the Goku Black arc. So I'm excited to see what else they have in store for us. I know there's going to be a time skip somewhere, and I know there's other universes that are going to come into factor and come into play, and I'm hoping that Goku does clear his name at some point. Maybe he redeems himself. But right now he doesn't really seem to care. He's cornered. He knows he fucked up, but still he's just like, you know what, I'll fight, I'll take all you guys on. I guess I just care about my universe. I don't really care about your universes. And I honestly really did like the wolf guy, just the way he acts and stuff like that, and the way he talks, and the way in his character design. I really liked him, so it would be a shame to see him get destroyed. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Drop me a like if you liked my video. This is gonna be Dragon Ball Black signing off.